Alright. Pop up chat. And then... So we did get a 39. I got from someone earlier. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Alright, where are we at? Cool. Looks like everything's working. Yeah, hopefully that should do it. Awesome, looks like everything's working. Hey everybody, how are we doing today? Thank you all for stopping by and hanging out. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Boom. Awesome. Yep, we're all good here. Cool. Dadbot versus Dadbot. That's 17 times so far. That's what, is that like 3 or 4 so far today? Okay, so somebody rolled a 39, and what the D100 roll is for, let me show you. No, why did you do that right when I went to go? Come on, bro. You always be tripping. Why you gotta be tripping, boo? Alright. I got this cool new book called One Shot Wonders. It's pretty sweet. It's called One Shot Wonders, and there's like 100 one-shots in here. I think there might be over 100. And they're all like on a 1 or 2 page spread. It's pretty sweet. So the number was, what did I say, 39? Right, let me see. What's the 39th adventure? This is a pretty well made book. Number 39. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Hostage Hoax on page 57. Awesome. Yeah, so this is check this out. This adventure is just on this one page right here. Hey, hi Liz, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, this is pretty sweet. So, Hostage Hoax, it's an adventurous rescue, and it happens in an amphitheater. So it has all this like information all laid out, all on one page. Oh yeah, I did. This one looks interesting. I like this one. When a wealthy business owner's daughter goes missing, he entrusts the party with the ransom money that has been demanded by a group of hostage takers. The party should expect dangerous dealings because the double-crossing drama doesn't end with a simple swap. Hey Starfire, how's it going? Let me know if the music is good versus my voice. I'm good, hope you have a good one. Thank you so much, Liz, you too. Lemon sunflowers, hey. I got sunflowers outside. But yeah, so it's got suggested story, so it like walks you through a little bit, important characters, key locations, secrets and clues. It even tells you here on the bottom like what level it should be and how to make it more difficult, which is pretty cool. Yeah, this one looks like a fun little adventure. They're all like one shots, like you're only expecting. That's why you don't need so much information, because you're expected to just run this in a one shot. And some of them have maps, and like this one looks really cool. No horse race. It's essentially a Mario Kart race. Like, how freaking cool is that? It's pretty sweet. One shot wonders, baby. Yeah, so if you roll a D100, I will show off another one of those if you want to see it. Yeah, looks like yeah, cool. Alright, so what did I want to talk about today? First of all, you guys know how I have, let me see where we at. Aha. Yeah, this is what I wanted. On my Ko-Fi page, is it Ko-Fi? Coffee? I don't know how to pronounce it, but on my Ko-Fi page, I have all these different downloads that are super awesome. 300 character warm-up questions. There's a bunch of questions to ask characters from any TTRPG, not just D&D, but these are a great way to help flesh out your character. I'm not saying you have to ask every question. That would be crazy. I just use one question every session to build up a little story over time. It's super fun. I also have these different weapons of inspiration and monsters of inspiration that are all like the magic items that I've ever made, and these are all like the homebrew monsters that I've ever made, so you can get those for a free download. I have a bunch of different adventures. I have an initiative tracker that's really popular. 2 billion NPCs is a bunch of random names and like details to use to make random NPCs. There was like a super cool like formula that I came up with to help you make NPCs easily, and actually I made it into a per chance random generator, so there's even like and there's even more names now than there ever have been. So like the amount of randomness that's here is amazing. So essentially it's like a first name, a last name, 2 adjectives, an ancestor, a species, and then like a quirk that they have. And then sometimes, like half the time, they have a pet also that has a quirk as well. So hey Chanson, what's going on? Hello, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you so much. So like these that we have up here right now, Erica Dalton is a mysterious and clingy bugbear that believes an omen, that believes an omen clearly shows they will clear their name soon, and their pet Pumpernickel the pseudo dragon that collects shiny objects. Like, isn't that great? Like, that's, I think, a good, nice level of like a random NPC that you could easily copy and paste a few of these into your notes if you needed to reach for an NPC. And that's at the perchance generator that I made, perchance.org/Craig of Inspiration. It's good times. And then I also have so like yeah, that's my Ko-Fi page and the perchance generator I made, and then I also have some like hats and shirts and stuff that you can get, and hoodies and everything over at TTRPG Swag. You know, I got that Roll for Initiative hoodie. I got the Have you played D&D today? I got a couple class specific ones, like there's a Rogue Live Laugh Sneak Attack shirt, there's a Barbarian Live Laugh Rage, lots of good stuff. Honey Mocha says, I'll be with you shortly, stuff to do real quick. Thank you so much, Honey Mocha. Appreciate you. Give it up for Honey Mocha, everybody. One of our amazing mods. Now live. Is it? I don't even think it's going on. I got myself. Oh, that's great. Good one, Craig. Let's see. There's that. And then Humble Bundle has the craziest deal going on right now. Like, seriously, for $40 you get 57 items. There's games, soundtracks, resources, all for that's less than $1 a piece. Like, it's crazy. Avatar, Transformers, Cyberpunk, Apocalypse World, Deadlands, Wild Sea, Dishonored, Mazes, Knights Black Agents, Root, G.I. Joe, Savage Worlds, Be Like a Cat, Kobolds Ate My Baby, Basic Role-Playing Game, Outgunned, Mutant City Blues, Vaesen, Power Rangers, The King is Dead, Castle Falkenstein, Goblin Quest, Be Like a Crow, Dreams Machines, Rune Quest, Memento Mori, The Devil, Symborium Core Rulebook. Isn't, like, check that out, all for $40. Like, crazy sauce. What is this? Come on. Whoop, whoop. Back there. Like, whew. Hey, Black Thunder, we're doing all right. How are you doing today? It's a beautiful Saturday. Do we just got rickrolled? I rickrolled myself. There's a couple of commands that are rickrolls, and I forgot which one it was. I meant to do, when I say give some love for Honey Mocha, I meant to do this one. It's the one I meant to do. So there's two of them that are rickrolls, but I forget which one they are, and I guess I found out one of them. But yeah, so there's that. This awesome like bundle deal. It's crazy, $40, and then there's different ones. There's like for $25 you get 38 items, which is still really good, or for $15 you get 19 of these things. So like it's still like a great price no matter what you do. And let me throw in the link in the chat for y'all. Where is it? It's a good one. Paste. Okay. Then there we go. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. Awesome songs. And then so there's that. And then they have another humble bundle going on from Numenera, their RPG collection. For $25 you get 45 things. Rule books, maps, campaigns, and more. So you get all of these different adventures and stuff, and the guidebook, and all these different maps, Numenera Destiny, and there's like the new Discovery is the newest version of the core book. And essentially it's like the ninth world is like a super far, super duper version of Earth, super in the future. Like technology is magic and all that stuff. So there's like, if you ever want to do like futuristic magic tech, sci-fi stuff, like this is the way to go. Like seriously. $25 for 45 items, or for $5 you get these two. For $15. Boom, 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 boom. For $15 you can get all of these different ones. I know I've heard Slave of the Machine God is good. I've also heard that the Jade Colossus is supposed to be really good. Escape from Jade Colossus. So if you ever want to do some like futuristic stuff like that, please go check this one out too. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'll put that one in the chat also. Have anyone here played Numenera before? Or nah? I've heard things about it. Let me see. I'm gonna put it in the chat again. There we go. Thank you, everybody. Yes. All right. What else did I want to talk about? Yeah. So hey, if you guys roll a d100, what I'll do is I'll show off a adventure from One Shot Wonders. Cool. Sound like a deal? And then, so there's that. Okay, there was a couple things. So the other day I put out this question on Threads. What's one thing you wish you knew when you first started running games? Yeah, this one was for Dungeon Masters specifically. Hey Dungeon Masters, what's one thing you wish you knew when you first started running games? And I wanted to go through some of these answers because there's not that many, but there's still there's some good ones here, and I thought everybody might want to hear them. So what's one thing you wish you knew when you first started running games? Lama Kantori says, I have never run D&D, but other TTRPGs quite a lot. The most important message I have learned is don't fret about the rules, listen to your players. Most likely they will tell you what they liked or didn't like about the adventure. Yeah, this is so true. Like, you can either ask them directly, or you'll get it over time about what your players like and don't like just about how they play the game. And you don't need to have all these rules memorized because nobody has the rules memorized. And like that's no one's expecting you to have everything memorized. Like, it's totally okay to take 30 seconds or a minute to flip through the book and find the rule or Google it really quick. Like, that's totally okay. Johnny Fireheart, how to do what? How to roll a d100? You gotta do, come on, bro. It's like that. 29. And then, all right, 29. I had to figure it out the hard way. All right, 29 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Tides up on page 43. So they have these like half-page adventures, not even half. It's like a quarter-page adventure that you can like flesh out yourself. So this one, Tides Up. It's a thrilling escape on a remote island. The suggested story is becoming stranded on a seemingly uninhabited island is bad enough, but then the tide starts coming in. With giant sharks lurking in the slowly creeping shallows, the party must find a way to keep their heads above water to survive, and fast. So there's the only inhabitant is Glaus Algenbeck. He's a talented artist, enjoys solitude and doesn't like strangers. Glaus's home, that's on stilts. That's funny. And so there's like a couple questions to help you build out the adventure, and this one asks, how did the party end up trapped on the island? Can the party convince Glaus to let them shelter in his home, and can Glaus be trusted? And then can the party find a way to escape the island safely? So I thought that's pretty cool that they have these like small ones for you to work on yourself. Dope. There we go. What you wished you knew when you first started to be a dungeon master was how to be a dungeon master. So I think there's a certain point where you have to actually do you can read and do theory and watch other people do it all you want, but the only way to actually get experience doing the thing is to do the thing. You know what I'm saying? I think the best way to get better as a dungeon master is to run more games. And I am totally guilty of that myself. Like, for sure. I had to learn how to DM the hard way. I first started running games without a DM's guide and running out of the player's handbook and also Baldur's Gate instruction manual. See, that's the thing, is you only need the Player's Handbook. Like, the only book you actually need to play Dungeons and Dragons is the Player's Handbook. So, but I can totally understand how that made it difficult for you to learn, like, for real. What was I gonna say? There's so much guidance out there. Hey, thank you so much. You rock too. Hey, Ka. I had to learn to always have names of NPCs ready. Yeah, I mean, but that's like, yeah, that says it in the book, man. It says in the book to have NPCs names ready. But like that, and that's why I made this perchance random generator, because I can have this open on my laptop and just hit randomize and come up and you know, like, I'll just use it to randomize a name, and I won't even like use the rest of it, because sometimes I just need a name. But then I can copy and paste this into my notes really easily, because what I'll do is dang it, let me see. No, there we go. In my notes, what I'll do is, under NPCs, I can copy this down. I can, you know, randomize. Bam. And put them in here, and I can do that, you know, a few times and have 10 random NPCs easily in my notes. This is Notion, by the way. Let's see, what's one thing you wish you knew when you first started being a dungeon master? Ducky EXE says, you may end up choosing the one thing you didn't prep for, and that's fine. Roll with it, be flexible, and have fun with it. Yeah, that's the thing, is like, you may never be prepared for what your players want to do, and I think preparing to improvise is better than preparing for a specific thing to happen, if that makes any sense. Like, I would, yeah, like, prepare situations, not like outcomes. Does that make sense? Let's see. Kate Disney says, sometimes it's better to let the players run the story and just give them little nudges. Sessions turn out to be more fun with a little chaos rather than using a strict structure. Exactly. It's kind of like, I feel like some of the best sessions and campaigns are like potato shaped, or like a yam shaped, where it's thin at one end, thin at both ends, and wide in the middle. So you kind of have this like one situation that starts everything off. They have a bunch of different options that they can do, and then there's like only a couple conclusions that those like options can lead to, if that makes any sense. And then you just keep repeating that over the course of like a campaign, over the course of a session, or not over the course of a session, you know, just one session at a time. But over like the course of a campaign, you know, like, you start off a certain way, and you have all these bad guys and these different things that the players can do, but they kind of, after a certain point, once you start heading towards the end, everything kind of starts heading towards like one logical conclusion of the PCs fighting the bad guy, you know? And it's not like you're forcing that to happen, that's what happens. let's see. Uncouth J says, to not be too rigid in story planning. Players need room to demonstrate their ingenuity and fucking that shit all the way up. And that is totally 100% completely true. You gotta let the players, like, be crazy every once in a while. Like, a little chaos is definitely needed in every in every D&D session. Got another one. Only introduce the deck of many things if the campaign is broken and you need an excuse to send it in a different direction. Otherwise, it will destroy everything you've built in one fell swoop. That is a very specific advice. But yeah, it can totally mess stuff up for sure. I can definitely see that happening. Aunt James says, don't plan too much. The party will take your story in the direction it needs to go in. Exactly. Like I was talking about earlier, you know, you don't plan situations, not outcomes. That way you can have the players navigate it how they want to instead of being like forced in the direction that you're telling them to go in. That's not fun. Ain't nobody got time for that. Daniel says, you don't need to figure out your entire world's economy and social structure to a T. Yeah, you don't. You don't need that much to get started with your first D&D session. All you need is the name of a town, a wilderness, and a dungeon that contains the problem that is plaguing the town. That's all you need. That's one session right there. That's it. You can expand everything later based on that. You can go into session 0 with that information and come out with loads more information just by having characters, players make characters in that world and create an NPCs and places that they go and things that they do. And now if you have a cleric, you know that there's going to be a temple, but if you don't have a cleric, maybe you don't need to think about gods or temples, or if you don't have paladins or clerics or monks. If there's just a barbarian and a ranger and a fighter and a wizard, you might not need to think about gods at all. So maybe sometimes you don't need to think about every little thing before you get players and characters in the world. AM Bird says, if you're the DM, you get to make shit up. Don't overplan. Trust your gut and improvise. Well said, AM Bird. That's exactly. Like, I really like to look at it at my plans are to help me improvise. Because I can think of, like, situations and stuff and move things through, but sometimes the finer details, like names or, like, a random object or something like that can kind of throw me off. So, like, that's what my prep entails. You know, and it's a little bit different for everyone, and that's why I've made some of the materials that I've made, because it helps me, and I think it can help other people. Hey Lauren, thanks for stopping by. Thank you, everybody. Let's see. Last but not least, Dax says that it's okay to not know everything. It's more about the enjoyment of creating a story together than knowing all the rules by heart. Yes, 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 yes. Because I've been watching Critical Role with my roommate recently, and every single session, the Dinner and a Game is now following on Twitch. Yes, thank you so much. Woohoo! Ooh, stars. Let's go. I need to mess with that camera. I've been watching Critical Role Campaign 2 recently with my roommate, and like, they're looking up rules every episode. Matt, or one of the players, usually Liam, but somebody else is grabbing a player's handbook or a Dungeon Master's guide and flipping through, even if it's for 10 seconds, and for information, and the game keeps continuing, and everybody is still having fun. Hey, meant to come find you, glad you're alive. Hey, Dinner and a Game, thank you so much. Yahoo! Been following you on TikTok. Yeah, you came from TikTok. Bam, bam, let's go. Charles says, improvising means less control of the story, though, because I could drop a tidbit of lore and then they'll exploit it. Yeah, but that's the thing, is my plans include not knowing what they're gonna do. Like, but what you can do is tailor the stuff to the player and the characters. Like, if you know one of your players likes to push the button, then make pushing the button what they need to do, or like you can use that as a catalyst to move things forward. Exploit it? You mean add it to their stories and tie themselves further to the narrative? Yeah, I try not to improvise. Oh no, I improvise lore all the time. You need to stop thinking of the player as a rival? What do you mean tailor the stuff? And as more an ally? Yeah, so what I will do is, let me show you my notes. Yeah. So what I do is, like, specifically in, I don't have it here. Let me show you a different one. Old session notes. Right? So what I do is, in my notes for a session, I have the character and I put in information that I use to connect them to the session that's going on. So and I use details like, what does the player enjoy? What does the character want? What's their background? What's their class? What species are they? And what NPCs? All of that stuff. And I try to think of, like, how can I connect them to this session? And, you know, not necessarily going to get all of them every session. How much of a session 0 do you do? I'll answer that in a second. Yeah. So, like, here, for this session specifically, this character, Safe, they were in town for a few days. They got a letter and homemade cookies from their parents, and so that letter, connecting them to the story a little bit more. Another character, Heather, gets a letter from Vivek, who is a character from their backstory. Explaining that they need money or the orphanage that they run is going to get closed. And then the character Starheart gets an invitation to the Arena of Fate, where they can go fight in a gladiatory thing and win a bunch of money. And guess what? They won a bunch of money. They gave it to the orphanage. They ended up going to the orphanage and saving it. And then that letter, I think, didn't have the cookies with it, and it was a message from the secret underground organization, and they know where that character lives now. Okay, they always want to make a nuke, though, or something that just breaks the balance of encounters. Okay, I gotta say something about this. No is a full sentence, okay? Okay, this is in the free rules on D&D Beyond. Respect for the DM. As the DM, you have the right to expect your players to respect you and the effort you put into making a fun game for everyone. The players need to let you direct the campaign with their input, arbitrate the rules, and settle arguments. And when you're narrating the action of the game, the players should be paying attention. The players should roll their dice in view of everyone. The social contract of adventures, rules discussions, character knowledge, antisocial behavior. Players exploiting the rules. Some players enjoy poring over the D&D rules and looking for optimal combinations. This kind of optimizing is part of the game, but it can cross a line into being exploitative, interfering with everyone else's fun. Setting clear expectations is essential when dealing with this kinds of rules exploitation. Bear these principles in mind. Rules aren't physics. The rules of the game are meant to provide a fun game experience, not to describe the laws of physics in the world of D&D, let alone the real world. Don't let players argue that a bucket brigade of ordinary people can accelerate a spear to light speed by all using the ready action to pass the spear to the next person in line. The ready action facilitates heroic action. It doesn't define the physical limitations of what can happen in a 6-second combat round. The game is not an economy. The rules of the game are not intended to model a realistic economy, and players who look for loopholes that let them generate infinite wealth using combinations of spells are exploiting the rules. Combat is for enemies. Some rules apply only during combat or while a character is acting in initiative order. Don't let players attack each other or helpless creatures to activate those rules. Rules rely on good faith interpretation. The rules assume that everyone reading and interpreting the rules has the interests of the group's fun at heart and is reading the rules in that light. Outlining these principles can help hold players' exploits at bay. If a player persistently tries to twist the rules of the game, have a conversation with that player outside the game and ask them to stop. You know? So, like, don't be an asshole is the big thing. And so, like, the thing is, as the dungeon master will always win the arms race. The players, sure, you want to do whatever you want to make a nuke. I'm the dungeon master. I can make anything true. The dungeon master will always win an arms race. So, if they want to be asshats about it, they can leave the table because me and my friends are going to have fun creating a story together. Like, that's all there is to it, you know? And so that part, the basics, this is in D&D Beyond for free. Like, there's so much good stuff in here for free. Like, if you're a first-time player, I highly recommend going to D&D Beyond and reading through playing the game section, because it's not just a read-through of the rules. They explain a bunch of stuff in context of everything that's going on. The first rule of TTRPGs is to be yourself and have fun. Yeah, exactly. But I will say there's no wrong way to play as long as you can find other people who want to play in the same style. The only wrong way to play D&D is to make it unfun for other people. If your fun is making the game unfun for other people, that's the wrong way to play. Yeah, that's not the game we signed up for. If that's the game we signed up for, that's different. That's totally different. This is a huge issue with certain players who need guns in order to play D&D. Oh my god, that's so, like, tiring, bro. Do you not have an imagination? Like, anything can be a gun. Yeah. that's my point about it. Where are we at? Let's see, where were we? Oh yeah, we did all of the one thing you wish you knew as a dungeon master. Now, I got a bunch of good ones for what's what's one thing you wish you knew when you first started as a player. That's There's a lot of good ones here. Doo-doo-doo. And to be honest, like, the main kind of answers are the same for both. Does that make any sense? Like, you don't have to know everything, just have fun and don't be an asshole. Like, that's kind of the main thing. Like, maybe. Alright, where are we? Okay, so what's one thing you wish you knew before you started playing Dungeons & Dragons? Headbanger Theology says, worry about making a fun story for everyone, more about being right about the rules. Yeah, that's good. Black Bastard Phoenix says that it's incredibly hard for me to play a chaotic character. Yeah. I don't do alignment. Alignment kind of for me is for the stat blocks. Like, it's like I just think it's like another thing we don't really need to think about. Let's see. Matt Bowskill says that having a rules lawyer isn't always a bad thing. Having someone at the table that the DM can turn to or ask clarifications on rules allows the DM to just focus on the game. Yeah, like, I think rules lawyer is the bad version of being helpful. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are bad ways to do it. Lots of things. Like, easily. Hey Sam, thank you so much for the lurk. Appreciate you. Culzer Tom says reward players with cool consumables, not fancy magic weapons. Give your villain disengage, misty step, or thunder wave to keep from being locked down. That's a pretty good tip, actually. I really like that. I do enjoy giving cool consumables that like get used up after a time, and being able to get your villain out of somewhere is great. Yeah, like you can totally give any monster like a quick legendary action, like super easily if you needed to. No worries, you and the table don't want firearms, but one player does. Let that one player that if they can play without it and try not to exploit things, get what they want, then you can play together. If it is a breaking point for them, they suggest they find another group. Yeah. Like, cause, yeah, do they absolutely have to have guns? Like, that's crazy. Like, maybe it's a thing they discover, maybe they invent it in the world, maybe they're the person, who knows? But it's also like, can you not think of anything else that's more like, come on man, you got all these other things and that's what you wanna, yeah, whatever. That's also like if they like absolutely have to. Some people, you know, just want it for that character, or you know, it makes sense. Like, there is a character, just use magic wands, yeah. I think it would be cool to do in a Spelljammer campaign. I want to play a gift sorcerer that shoots spells as bullets. So they like use the like spell ingredients to make their bullets at night, and that's how they shoot their spells. So I think that would be kind of cool. But that's like a specific character in a specific setting. But like, I don't need to, you know, that would be, I think that would be fun. But that's just me. You gotta have it hung on the hop. And the number of bullets is spell slots. Exactly. See, you get it. Like how fun that would be. And then like I can role play like finding the ingredients. I can role play like I finally cracked the code, the spell worked, and now I have new spells in my spell book, you know? The problem with these specific gun type players is they expect the gun to instantly kill all enemies. So that tells me they don't have reading comprehension. Because if they just want the gun to kill everything, that means they didn't read the rules. They don't understand how attacks work. They don't understand how damage works. They don't understand how feats and all of these things work, and so it just seems like they might not know or like have reading comprehension, and maybe they need some help. I'm incredibly brilliant as well. Have to, yo, dude, spell check, man, is trash. Like, one of the things that tells me AI isn't doing that great is spell check and autocorrect are trash, horrible, can't get anything right. They're so bad. It's like, they're like unusable, man. They can't actually do accurate autocorrect or spell check because they have such rigid rules that aren't malleable. It's like so bad. Yep, totally. And yeah, session 0 stuff, totally. Very good dinner in a game. That's very, very wise. Yeah, that's definitely not an alignment of session 0. Oh, somebody asked how I do session 0. Okay, so session 0 is I like to have the characters be made in session 0. That's where we'll talk about. We'll go over lines and veils and other safety tools. We'll introduce each other. We'll talk about character concepts. We will talk about the setting and where in the world that we want to start so that we all are kind of in the same place. I will have players come up with 3 NPCs in the world so that I can use them. The shortest backstory I allow is 3 bullet points. Who are you? What's your vibe? What are you looking for? And then I also do I like to have connections between each of the characters. So I have, hey, thank you so much for the subscription and dinner and a game. That means so much to me. I really appreciate it. And then I have a like relationship list. So I'll have one character will know each PC will know at least one of the other PCs like personally. So it'll be something like maybe they are actually blood related. Brother and sister, twins, aunt and niece, whatever it is. It can be totally different things. Maybe they are divorced. Maybe they used to work together. Maybe they were in jail together. Maybe they went to school together. All these different things. And then because of how the relationships work, if 2 characters are related and a third one went to school with one of them, then that one is going to have a secondary relationship with the third, you know what I'm saying? So you get, by having each of them kind of have a relationship with one other PC, they have a little bit of interconnectedness, and I also use that session 0 to like talk about like how do your characters know each other, what interactions have you had in the past, what brings you together for this first adventure. You know what I mean? I had this player ignore all of that and just expect all this stuff and be able to go off on their own in between sessions to level up faster. It sounds like they should just run their own game. Yeah. That sounds great that they want to be that involved, and I love that for them, but that is the complete wrong way to go about doing it. You know what I'm saying? I got ads starting here in like 2.5 minutes. Thank you so much. If you want to hand me that Jeff Bezos money, you can use your Twitch Prime to subscribe for a month. And then I do take a few minute break when the ads come so nobody misses anything. Saharan says, as a DM, I think I treat RPGs as a mutual sharing of narrative passion. I love that. That's why I try to understand what kind of experience my players want, so I can deliver that in a way that is satisfying for me, but always make it clear of what I want to achieve. Might also be connected to the fact that I only want to play with friends, without whom I couldn't imagine play. We never play because of scheduling, but it's always fun when we do. I love that, Sahara, and that's really well put, and I like that. I do like to talk about themes and expectations with my players, and like that's why that third bullet point, what do you want? That's that trying to give my players what they want. And then in addition to that, like I said, my first part of like session prep, the characters part here, is information that I want about like the player or the character that I think they will enjoy that I can include in this session. Let me see if I can find a couple other ones. Nope, I didn't do it there. So I don't always, do it. I try to, but it doesn't always happen. Yeah, so like this one, I'm connecting this character to the alien monoliths that they find in the session. I'm connecting this character to a necklace that they find in this session. And I'm connecting this character to some black scrolls that they're gonna find in this session. And they might not even find them but if they do, I'm going to connect them directly. Like this one, they ended up directly communicating with the alien monoliths, like in their head, and learned information. So, we're gonna be taking a break here in like 30 seconds. Have you ever heard of a TTRPG designer named John Wick? That name sounds very familiar. Yes, that name sounds very familiar. Okay, yeah, like I said, we're taking a break here in a couple of minutes. Thank you all for stopping by and hanging out. I really appreciate it. He made 7th Sea. That's what it is. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So, okay, thank you all so much. I really appreciate you hanging out. We're going to take a little fiver right now, and I will BRB. Thank you all. Hello, hello, how are we doing today? Okay, it did, awesome. Yeah, let's see, human, rogue, 10 dexterity, man, that is rough. Let me see, what's my Riz score today? Also, these things, some of these send messages to the Discord, so if you ever want to be in our Discord, please join, it's super fun. Hello, everybody. All right, where are we at? Let me do a new character also. And then you see all the these chat commands up there. Let's see, halfling druid. All right. 16 wisdom. Ooh. Yo, that's not bad though. But the -1 on the dex is not cool. I'd take it though. I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Oops. How we all doing? How we all? Thank you, everybody. Where are we at? Where they 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 at? Come on, bro. What is this? Why will you? Come on. Really? There we go. Says my Riz was only 8 today, which to be fair is pretty normal. The music is super loud. There we go. Sorry, I turned it up during the break for some silly reason. You need more faith in yourself. What was mine? Mine was 15. Not bad, not bad. But yeah, they all got sent. Yeah, they get sent to Discord. There we go. Hey, did oh, second and third haven't been claimed yet today in Twitch. I'm lucky to get above 5 usually. Yeah. Hey, Dadbot, nice. What's going on, bud? Okay. Let's see. Nice. There we go.
Trim says thank you Honey Mocha for checking in. I gained 1 XP and I now have 92 XP total. Only 208 until I hit Ranger level 2.
Woohoo! Why
Trim says let's go. Honey Mocha was second. I gained 2 XP and I now have 92 XP total. Only 208 until I hit Ranger level 2.
Why does it restart every time? Dadbot, I'm on to you. I think I got 12 at one point. That was a good day. Hi, Dadbot. On to you. I'm Craig. It's good. Okay. Nothing bad ever happens because of a failed charisma roll. Ever. Never, ever. That can't happen. Oh, oops. There we go. Awesome. Hello. Okay. Here's a couple of good ones. So I wish, what was it? What did you wish you know when you first started playing Dungeons and Dragons as a player? Brother Nature says, how addicted I would become. True, true, and true. Bat Murdoch says, metagaming and min-maxing are the death of great stories. And yeah, I agree with that a lot. Anayu says, rolling a fail can be just as fun as rolling a success. An epic failure can become a cherished memory you talk about with your friends for many years. That is so freaking true. Like, I try to lean into the failure because I know I have my friends there to help. That's kind of the point. You know what I'm saying? And then Wish Nat 20 says that you can do another attack with a dagger as a bonus action. Yeah, if you have a light weapon for your first attack, you can attack with the dagger as a bonus action. Love it. Great times. I wouldn't make my players suffer for a bad Riz roll. It depends. They try to Riz the king? No, I'm just kidding. Alright, what else do we have? Oh, this is a good one here. I played at a table with much more experienced players and was worried they would think I was bad at D&D. You don't have to have a ton of D&D knowledge to play. Just show up and have fun. Your character sheet has everything you need to know on it, and people worth playing with will give you the time to look up your spell's radius. You don't need to memorize it all. Exactly. You do not need to have everything memorized. That's why we have the books. That's why we have the character sheets. That's why we have these awesome digital tools and physical tools to help you out. Like, I understand not knowing everything at the beginning. Like, I forget rules all the time. It's okay to forget things, but what really helps is knowing how to find them. Knowing where that information in the book is can be really helpful. As a player, to not expect everyone else to have the same playstyle as me, like, for sure, 100%. Like, dude, it's yeah, exactly, like you said, it's not everyone's gonna have the same playstyle, and that's okay. Failures can be a cool way to express the attitude of your character. My favorite types of those are when there's a contrast between two characters, one who rages at any minor inconvenience and one who calmly says "Ch" when a soul-shattering event occurs. Oh, that's fun. Tips as a new player, Honey Mocha says, don't be afraid to ask questions. Everyone else at the table started new at some point too. A good table won't judge you for asking, and in fact, they will encourage it. I don't even need to say anything else. Thank you so much, Honey Mocha. That's what it is. That's it. Yo, I'm clipping so many things today. This is great. Got my backtrack on 90 seconds. Hey everybody, how are we all doing today? Awesome, awesome. There we go. Everything is looking good. So I'm just making sure all the streams are, everything is going smooth. Ooh, this is a good one. What's one thing you wish you knew when you first started playing Dungeons & Dragons as a player? There are so many things you do not need. You don't need all the books, you don't need the fancy dice, you don't need an ice tray or roller, or minis, terrain maps, or even character sheets or any of that. You only need a group of friends who want to hang out and tell a story together. And some notebook paper to write your stats down. And you can look up the rules online on your phone because, like I just showed you earlier, it's free. Better to ask more questions to understand the game than to not get what you are doing. Honestly, I don't get people who get annoyed at others for asking. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. We were all new at one point. Like, there's a difference between asking a question and asking the same question every time for weeks and weeks and weeks on end. Because I find it weird to do something repeatedly over time and not get like better at it or like learn something about it, you know? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. No dice or minis? Blasphemy! Yeah, that's the thing though, is like you don't necessarily need all that stuff. Like, it's super fun, but you don't need it because, like, here's the thing. When I say you don't need anything to play D&D, what I picture is me and my friends on a hike and playing D&D while walking and using the terrain to describe the locations that we're doing and stuff like that. Because you can have a digital dice roller on your phone, you can have your character sheet on your phone, or just like physically paper, like all of these things that you just like, you don't even need all of that stuff. Or you can go all in if you're playing a home game and you got the 3D terrain and the minis and like the TV background lights, all that stuff, and the music and this, like, all that stuff is so cool. And also everything in between is also super cool and very valid. You should have read the rules. Yeah, man, it's like everybody learns differently. So, like, I mean, the main rule is roll a d20 and add a modifier, and that's not even like everything. Our first game, we literally had a table with slips of paper with our character names on them for minis. Yeah, I use stuff like that all the time. Where's my stuff? Like, I use little I have a bunch of 2D minis. I have, like, I bought just the plastic discs, the bases, and I just use the bases. I don't put anything in them. Just the bases are bad guys. And I got the my players started bringing their own minis and stuff. They started buying their own stuff. They started buying the terrain that we're using. The DM was the only one with the dice set, so we all shared? Yeah, exactly. You can all share dice. That's totally okay. I love using, where are we at? The Lego minis. That's so fun. Like, you don't need, you can use dice as minis. You can use fucking Legos as minis. You can use toys. You don't have to use anything. I have little paper discs cut out for my players to scribble their characters on. Yeah, that's awesome. That's so cool. Like, I have so many different ways to show characters on Let me see. I have so many different ways to show off different, like, how to, come on. So, like, I have these 2D minis. You don't need all the fancy stuff. Right, I got these 2D minis from Amazon. This was a super good deal because it was like 50 cents a mini. It was like 80 bucks for 160 of these. So like that, those are super helpful. And then they got these clear ones. So I'll just use these sometimes. I'll just throw these down. You don't even need the books. It's all online. That's what I'm saying. What is, I don't know if you've seen it. One time we used, marker for the map and coins, and it was coins and like these discs, and that's what the PCs and the enemies were. Yeah, like how many stories do you hear of people like using candy for minis and stuff? Yeah, and then I have this. These are, so this is just a bunch of clear, and they're all the correct sizes, you know? And there's bigger ones and giant ones. They're super nice. Coins, poker chips, exactly. We're using, one of my players has a bunch of old hero clicks, and they're using, I think we got like Wolverine and the Scarlet Witch, and we got a bunch of different ones that we use for enemies and PCs and stuff like that. Yeah, use eraser, pencil, some dice, and a rule set. Yeah, you don't need. That's what I'm saying. You can do it everywhere. You can do it with your friends. You can do it with your family. You can do it out in public. You can do it in private. You can do it anywhere you want to. Yeah, my favorite, no man. My favorite character sheet is reroll. Hold on a second. So this one is like reroll is a little bit more advanced. I know that sounds weird, but because what it is you can, it uses the SRD, the you know, and stuff like that, but you fill out all the information. You can just change it to be whatever you need the things to be. There's no there's not really a walkthrough of like checking to make sure everything's right. You can just put in whatever you want to. So this is, for me, a digital version of a paper character sheet, whereas D&D Beyond is a digital character sheet, if that makes any sense. And so I like this one a little bit more for me, just because I can make a little character, I can make the little thing, but I got, I was able to put like all my stuff into like the attacks and stuff like that, with my like spells and all the different notes, and because you can just type these in. So like every time my healing light I would use it, I could edit it and all that stuff. I can add in my notes and all my proficiencies and everything in here. And so because it is like that, this is 2024 compatible, you know, because you can make anything you want. And it's free to use. It's like, if you want to pay, you can pay to get more options for the pixel characters. Like, that's what you pay for, you know. So it's pretty cool. What other characters do I got? Right, so I can just my inventory. Yeah, got my inventory. Bam, my glaive, my +1 glaive, +9 to hit. Yo, check this out. Battlemaster fighter, half orc. We got to level 7. Ooh, I was slapping. Wow. Boop, 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 boop. Disarming attack, pushing attack, distracting strike, goading attack, bait and switch. Yeah, I was slapping fools around. That was a fun campaign. Yahoo! Think there was a story people play D&D in prison? Yeah. No, there was people playing in prison. There's a bunch of stories about that. They have like they got a bunch of stuff about that. That is definitely a thing. Okay. And like the thing too is like I like to be flexible with the mapping and all of that stuff. So like not every combat's gonna have this big map. You know what I'm saying? 87. You read my mind. 87. This book's so cool. Oh boy, here we go. Come on. Come on, come on. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 61, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87. Forging a Future, page 122. Forging a Future. Check this out, baby. Adventurous. Delivery. Underground Forge. It is a level 1 to 2 adventure. You can make it harder. The Dragon's Hearth Forge. Can the party keep a promise and help a blacksmith relight the underground forge that our ancestors once used for traditional crafts? If they are to succeed with this grueling task, the party will need to keep their cool in the face of some heated encounters. Yeah. So, if y'all are interested in this book, I will be putting out a 10% off code in the next few days. But what's cool, so like this is the adventure. This is it. It's just these 2 pages. That's all it is. Right? And so it's starting the adventure, it's got the characters, the suggested story, the locations, secrets and clues. There's even a little tip down here. When your party first descends into the forge, cover up any rooms that are locked and reveal them only once the keys are found. This is also, there's a bunch of really good information in here for new dungeon masters too. Like, they did a really good job in making this book. Look at this, suggested story. Set the scene and have Bridget explain the 3 steps required to safely relight the forge, and then continue. So they have to lower the lift, they heating up, go with the flow, fire up the forge. Okay. While at the local tavern, you begin talking to a blacksmith named Bridget. She lamented the fact that the crafts her community was once known for are now dying out. Her pleas to restore these lost arts have been reopening a historic forge under the town have been rejected by her elders. Inspired, you found yourself offering to enter the forge and relight it yourselves. Okay. So then there's like 3 characters here. So they give the name Bridget Vestwell. Dwarf, female, 43. Duergar. Bridget borrowed the stones needed to relight the forge, but wasn't able to complete the task alone. And then there's like a little description of them too. It's super nice. But yeah, this is pretty cool. So you gotta restart the water wheel. You gotta restock the furnace. And then replace the magical stones. So, that's pretty cool. Yeah. There's a few in here that I really want to run. I've already run one of them before, too. Alright. Now, what about playing? Wait, what? Oh, there is actually, let me see. There is, so there's, in the back, and you get, if you get the physical book, you get a copy of the PDF. So there is, like, there's a whole page on treasure and like random tables for treasure. There's a couple ideas for riddles and puzzles. There's a whole page on traps and hazards. Box of weasels, that sounds hilarious. Exploring the world, tips and rules on how exploration works. Running, there's a whole spread on running combat and complications that can happen during combat. So like that's super cool. Initiative order, players' turns, monsters' turns, death saving throws, all these different things that can happen. There's even information on making a character, playing a session, and plotting a campaign. There's information on how to connect stories in this book, and information on plotting a campaign in this book. Using all of adventures that are only in this book. And then there's also, they even give you a world to run these adventures in, which is super cool. Like, look at how they give you this. The map, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little bits of information. And then there's another hex map with 1-sentence descriptions of 30 different places. That's cool. Like, this is, they did a really good job. Box of weasels. This treasure chest will only open in a very specific way. A failed attempt to open the chest triggers a glyph hidden in a secret compartment, releasing an aggressive group of 8 giant weasels as if the conjure animal spell has been cast. Yeah, I hope my players didn't overhear that. Because that is going in the next session. Absolutely. There was Screaming Weasel in the 80s and 90s? Yeah, that sounds familiar. That sounds, yeah. So yeah, this book is so cool. Like, they did the paper is like thick. Can you see that? How thick it is? I was around then. Let me see. Beep, beep, beep. Honey Mocha is your big sister. Everybody's big sister. That's why I said box of weasels. Oh no. Alright. There we go. That's better. I think I went through all those things. What time is it? I think it's time for Stardew Valley. We should chat offline. I'm going to be restarting my live streams and would love to have you on some games and give you a chance to play. Yeah. Hit me up on Discord. Or also, I don't know if you're talking to Honey Mocha or to me. It could be both. Box of Screaming Weasels. Shrieking Weasels? That's the Shrieker, right? Where's my book? Where is it? Okay, so here's the thing. I've been like, I've been watching Critical Role Campaign 2 with my roommate and having the like player's handbook and other books nearby and just like looking things up while we're watching, like rules and stuff that they're talking about, and it's like learning a bunch of stuff. It's like super fun. I think it's a great way to learn the rules, is to like look stuff up as you have questions while you're watching somebody else do it. At least that works for me. I don't know if it'll work for everyone. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, the Shrieker. This monster manual is so much better. So much better than the last one. What did I say? A Shrieker! A Shrieker! A Shrieker! Bam. Shrieker Fungus, 125. Box of Screaming Weasels, that's just me and my buddies playing a TTRPG. Yeah. Shrieker Fungus. Yeah, I had my players encounter the Shrieker before. That was super funny. That was a fun encounter because it like got the attention of some baddies nearby. that was good. Uh-oh. Some old school monsters are top tier? Yeah. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I really want to have, yeah. I try to, when I have new players, I try to lean towards iconic monsters, if that makes any sense. Piercers, cloakers, yeah, exactly. Stop giving me ideas. I need, yes. And, shadows are broken now? Alright, let's check this out. Shadows. Hey, honey mocha, dinner and a game. Can y'all do you have any quick encounters with piercers and cloakers that you like? If you could put them in Discord for me, I don't want to talk about them out loud. You said shadows are blah blah blah. 272. I have some session planning to do tomorrow, or today, for tomorrow. The target strength reduces by 1d4. Immune to necrotic poison, exhaustion, resistant. How is it overpowered now? Which channel? DM Workshop? Yeah, that's good. I'll put it in chat. Hey, Plot Armor, thank you so much for the cheer for the bits. Let's go. Shoutouts to Plot Armor. Yeah, exactly. Um, yeah, I'm super excited about yeah. Yeah, Honey Mocha, I'm putting information in chat. If anybody wants to help out, that would be amazing. Ideas. What is it? It's the... Yeah. So then what's gonna happen is... okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna use a little bit of this also, but I'm gonna tone it down a bunch to match. Yeah, so any ideas there? I'll connect it. I know how to change things to connect it to like what my players like and want and stuff like that, and to like the themes I've already like used. But what's the new thing? It's gonna okay. Dominic, hey Dominic, you're still there? We just, I don't know, what are we doing? Oh, sorry, I was talking about planning my D&D session that I have tomorrow. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Yeah, so throw me some ideas. Like I said, I'll be tying it to what did I use in the description? Stuff I used in the description were like boom, 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 boom. what else did I do? And then I also did nice. Awesome. And yeah, like I said, this is gonna be tomorrow. DM's workshop. Oh yeah, Honey Mocha, classic, love it, big fan. Big fan. Dun dun dun. Yeah, it's super fun. Eep. Yeah, it's gonna be good times. What do we got going on? What time is it? Are you... Oh, probably not, because I'm just rehashing. Oh, dinner and a game, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That goes a long way. It really does. I mean, I guess I could. It's like I'm just using the map from Death House and upping it to like, I lied, they're 4th level to make it a 4th level challenge. But I guess I could just make like a 1-page, like, here are the encounters you could put instead. that could be fun. Hey, Rock, Paper, Scissors joined. Thank you. Hey, Dragon X, what's good? Love your stuff. If you're watching, you do good things, man. Let me see. Yeah, I could. I don't see why I couldn't. I could do that. Let me see. I need to. Okay, done with all that. Yeah. So, oh, also on my perchance page, my random tables, there's also, like I was talking about earlier, someone mentioned like one-time use magic items, or like magic items that you can only use a limited amount of time. I have these magical trinkets and relics that are usually like one-time use, or like if it's a cantrip you can do it all the time. Thanks, Diaz, appreciate it. So there's like an obsidian statuette with a gold inlay that casts levitate 1 time. So I imagine you maybe like having to smash it and then it makes you levitate. There's a diary written in a language you don't know that casts comprehend languages twice a day. So like I guess you could read what's in it. It could be a book that you can't understand any of it, but it casts it only on itself, so you could like deliver information to the party, the PCs, that way. A dagger card from a Dragon's Talon that casts Rolathim's Psychic Lance. Like, that's pretty good. Not too bad. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you. They are cool items. I agree. Dun dun dun. Bum 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 bum. Okay. Battle Royale. Where are we at? 11 minutes. Yeah, so totally go check out these. And there we go. Yeah. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Okay, so sorry, I got kind of caught up in the fight there. Okay, hey y'all, I'm gonna take a break now. I know the ads aren't coming up, but I'm gonna take a break, run an ad, and then when I come back, we'll do some, I'm gonna go play, we'll play some Stardew Valley. We'll do a little Stardew Valley. Unless you want to see more of those adventures in that book. But otherwise, yeah, we'll do that. So thank you all for stopping by, hanging out. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll be right back. I'm working on a list of weird items for my villain to have. Yeah, dude. Totally go check that out. There's some really cool stuff in there because there's 100 of them. Ooh, excuse me. But like I said, I'm gonna take a little break-see. I will BRB in a couple of minutes. Thank you all so much. And we're back. What's going on? Let's do this. Can we do this without the struggle? Let's do it. Where is it? There we go. Would it be offensive if I told you look like Jack Sparrow? I get that often. Or often enough. It doesn't happen lately, but I get it. I've gotten it often enough. You are not the first person to say that. What am I saving up for? What am I doing? What are my goals? I don't even know anymore. It's been so long. Just trying to do my best. Two. Bada 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 bee ba boop ba ba boom. Done. Okay. Refresh. Alright. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Ha. Alright. There we go. Weather report. The forecast for tomorrow is going to be clear and sunny. And it's the Festival of Ice. And it's going to rain all day tomorrow on the island. Fortune teller, mildly perturbed today. Queen of Sauce. It is I, the Queen of Sauce. Poppy seed muffin. That's pretty cool, not gonna lie. Ice sculptures. Let's see what's going on. Ooh. Tomorrow we're gathering, celebrating a winter. Got that row. All these things. There we go. What's up? What's good with my horse? Did I turn the music off? Let me know if the music's too loud. Okie dokie. No. Let's go. Beep 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 bop beep bop boo ba da boop. What's the name of my farm? Acronia Farm. That is the name of my homebrew world in D&D that I have created. It is Acronia. Baby bee ba boo boo bee ba boo ba da boo. Mushrooms. 5. Any other mushrooms that can go in? Nope. Guess I'll just go to these. Strawberry. And then there we go. Do I have any fish on me? No, okay. No, I'm gonna sell that, so I'm selling a whole bunch of this stuff. Let me see. Put the rocks in there. Yup. Gonna sell all the stuff. Trying to get as much money as possible. Why? I don't remember. I need to... What's the next thing that I buy? You know what? Maybe I do need to, okay. Bada 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 bee ba boop ba ba boop. Okay. Yeah, that seems a little bit better. Alright, what's up, chickens? There we go. Bark, 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 bark. And I got chickens and lizards. Loose. Okay. Dang. 2 of them, really? Come on, bro. Let me do stuff. There we go. Probably not leaving the farm today. So much things to do around the farm. There we go. Bam, bam, bam. Ooh, that was cool. In regards to the firearms, I think it depends on the kind of world. In D&D, obviously they don't work, but in homebrew, why not? But depends on what kind of people. Yeah, exactly. Favorite dinosaur? What's my favorite dinosaur? Triceratops are pretty cool. What's your favorite dinosaur? Is anybody watching, anybody watching, what's it called? Dimension 20, Cloudward Ho right now? Shit's comedy. Oh, guess not. Alright. Hell yeah, I don't have any. Damn, what am I doing? No. Does wheat get made into stuff? It does. Listosaurus? That's fair. Let me see. Boop. There we go. Ooh. There we go. I can do something with those golden coconuts, can't I? What do I do with them? Oh, they get opened up. That's what it is. That's what it is. Oh, it's so satisfying. Dun, There we go. Do I have more milk? I do. There we go. Awesome. Ooh. There we go. Let's do this. Literally, it has Saurus in its name. Can you believe that? Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Anything else? Oh yeah, let me go check the woods, the secret woods. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Boom, boom. Ah, the music is so good, it's so eerie. What is this? Come on, man. That was lame. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go. What else can I do today? Sunday? Yeah, I don't think he's at the thing. At the blacksmith? Maybe, I don't know. Bow, bow, bow. Is that all the eggs? No, there's still more eggs. Okay, where are we? Okay. They're so happy. I hope. Alright, what else can I do? I guess I can go get some fish, maybe? Dang, this music's so good. Bow, bow, bow. Oh boy. There we go. I think, is it 300,000 for the... I think it's 300,000. What? Yeah, for the shortcuts, right? Isn't it 300,000 for the shortcuts? I think that's what it is. Let me see if I can go get some coal. Do 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 bee ba boop ba ba boop. The worms. Come on, come on, come on. Oof, there we go. There we go. Yes. There we go. Ooh, a diamond? I should probably get, no, I don't need it really. Cool. I think that's all of it, right? So it looks like it. Pa-pow, pa-pow. Oh, butterflies, winter butterflies? That's crazy, right? Or am I crazy? Whoa. Everyone's like, your words, not mine. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Clunk, clunk. Perfect timing. Everyone's going to the saloon. I get so sleepy when it's cold. I feel it. Bam. Yay. I wasn't very productive today. Glad to have you here. Boom, 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 boom. Favorite time of the year? I like summer. I really don't like winter at all. I really don't like it. Winter is not for me. Da -da -da. Come on. Yup. Come on, the name of the game is coins, baby! Come on. Let's go. Oh yeah. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. There we go. Dum, 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 dum. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Do 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 do. Woo wee! That was wild. Do-do-do. Oh my god. That should have killed me. So, what's your favorite time of the year? Come on. There we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes, there we go, there we go. Oh no, oh no. There we go. Come on. Ah! I almost walked right into that guy. That would have been dangerous. Okay, okay, okay. Let's go. Oh no! Ah! Oh no! Oh, 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 oh. After the way this summer has been, I'm ready for winter. I feel it. There we go. Dang. Dang! Alright. Okay. Ooh. Oh no. There we go, there we go. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Ah! Yo! Come on. Come at me, bro. Who do you think you is? I got them faster boots. Come on. Let's go. There we go, there we go. Come on. I appreciate all times of the year. Setting stories during wintertime? That's good. You can totally tell different types of stories using the seasons. Winter is a good time for death and solitude, and change. So is spring as well. Spring is really good for change. Summer can be really good for combating norms and traditions. Ah, here! Yahoo! Thank you so much. Hey, Kit, thank you so much for the subscription. Let's go! Let's go! Yeah, hey, also, if y'all got those Jeff Bezos Twitch Prime, you can slap me a free subscription. Son of a goose! Urgh! Kit, what's good? Thank you so much for stopping by, hanging out, checking in, subscribing.
Trim says thank you Kite Gisps for checking in. I gained 1 XP and I now have 94 XP total. Kite only 206 until I hit Ranger level 2 and I now have 94 XP total. Only 206 until I hit Ranger level 2.
Come on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh no, oh man. Aha! There we go. Dang it, son of a... Urgh. Aha! Have y'all ever beaten this game? Bum, 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 bum. Ow! Da, da. Oh, thank God. Bing-a-da-ding! Awesome. That was close. That was close, kids. I only got one life left. I only got one life to lose. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't think you do. Bum ba dum ba dum ba dum 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 boom 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 dum 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 dum. There we go. There. Whew. Close one. There we go. Come on. Yo. Come on. Yes. Yo. Yep, there we go, there we go. Come on, come on. Yo, these things are ruthless. You know what I'm saying? Like, holy cow. Alright, that was kind of cool, right? No? Ooh, a super coin! Yeah, let's go! Dang it! Alright, I just need one more? Or no, I think maybe I'm good. Yes, that's what I wanted. Yahoo! Thanks, everybody. I also think winter is great for suspense. Like when my players got lost in the woods searching for a group of bandits only to find themselves sharing the campfire with them and slowly realizing they got saved by the very same people they were meant to kill. I planned an awesome fight in a winter forest, but got an even better interaction. That's why I think failures are important too. Yo, that's beautiful. I really like that. That sounds really fun. Like that sounds like a really super cool encounter. That's why you start everything as exploration and roleplay, because you never know how it's going to turn out. Hey, that was wild, right? That was crazy, right? That I got out of that? Yo, that was needed. And now, you're not gonna give me a bunch of enemies because I have this cool thing. Yes. Come on. Come on. I believe in us. Let's go. Uh-oh, this is a tough one. Has anybody actually ever beaten this game? I don't think I know anybody that's beaten this. I don't think I know anybody that has actually beaten this. Oh boy! Ah! Ah! Ooh! Ah! Ah! Yeah. Ah! think I know anybody that's actually beaten this. Come on, did it do it? Okay, it did. Whew. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Yo, butterfly in the sky, you know how I feel. Butterfly, I can fly twice as high. It's in a look, take a book. It's bleeding rainbows. Ooh, that's not good, don't say that again. Man, I only got halfway. That was wild. Come on. There we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah! Come on. Dang it! Ah! Come on, bro. You gotta be kidding me. You're not gonna make me use my... There we go. It's the last one. There we go. That's what I thought. Ooh. Bing a ding a bing a ding ding. Dang. Could have been good. Could have been good. Come on. Wow. I don't have any lives left. Come on, come on, come on, come on! Yeah, keep resetting. Bum 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 dun dun da 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 da. There we go. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Yup. You sure about that? Oh, I got rid of some of them. Woo! Hey, hummus, what's going on? I got rid of some of them, Honey Mocha, because I noticed some people weren't using them, and it was taking up a little bit much on my computer. I wanted to be able to run Minecraft better. Bam!
Don't be suspicious.
Yeah, I didn't get rid of all of them. I just got rid of some of them that I noticed had. I went in and looked at which ones were being used and which ones weren't, and I got rid of the ones that were barely ever used. It was like barely. It was the ones I got rid of were like a handful of uses versus like a dozen or 2 dozen uses. Which I think makes sense. Dun, 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 dun. Also, I gotta get rid of some channels in our Discord server too. There are too many. They're not being used. There we go. Got a new game gonna play for a little bit before you DM tonight. Nice. What game is it? What game is it? What game is it? What game is it? Yo, playing Minecraft is super fun. I've been having a good time. Mare and I are on Tuesdays. Sun Haven. Sounds like a knockoff of Stardew Valley and Harvest Moon. And that's okay, there could be more than one thing. It's on sale? Yeah, there's a fat sale right now. Yo, that Humble Bundle deal is so good. Who won? Who won? It's like if Stardew was in a fantasy setting and had quests. Cool, cool, cool. Yep, like I said. Everything can exist. Aw, man. Humble Bundle. Yeah, Humble Bundle. Check this out. Check this out. I can't even make it past level 1. No. I need to... Humble Bundle? For $40, you get 57 different TTRPGs. For $40, you get 50-something plus TTRPGs. You could play... Hey, thank you so much, Saharan, for the following. Yeah, no, it's wild. Good ones. Avatar, Transformers, Cyberpunk, Warhammer, Wild Sea, Mazes, Call of Cthulhu, Root. Like, there's so many. There's like, it's such a good deal. It's not even funny. I can slap the link into chat really quick. No, can I? Come on. There we go. Paste. Bam. Wham, bam, bang-a-rang. Ah! Bruh. That could have been... You know what I did to get better at this game is every day when I was at the end of, when I was done doing my farming stuff, is I went and played it. I could never get past level 1. And then I could get past level 1. And then I could get past level 2. And then I could get, you know, I just slowly got better because I played it every day. Or almost every day that I could. And I'm not saying in real life. I meant every day the time that I played. And so you can actually go watch my old... No, I'm not saying go do this, but if you went and watched old streams, you would see me being really bad at this game. And it's just like life, man. You're gonna start out bad, and you gotta keep doing it. You son of a bitch. Maybe I'll do that for my winter year 1. Haha. Yeah, totally feasible to do that too. Beep. Okay. Ooh. Come on. Okay. I do that often. I overjumped. Come on, bro. What is wrong with you? Sometimes I think the levels are cursed. What about you? I can't. Wild. Dun 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 dun. Alright. I feel like sometimes Junimon levels are way easier than. Oh, for sure, for sure. Timbo the Human, the whale level is my mortal enemy. Yo, they're tough, my guy. My human, those are tough. The RNG is strong with this one? Yeah, it's all about that RNG. For sure. Because, like, it doesn't depend on your luck for the day, like, at all whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Oopsies, that could have been bad. Sorry, I gotta plug my phone in really quick. Got to plug my phone in quickly. There we go. Ooh. 13. Timbo the Human rolled for initiative. Got a 13, not bad, that's pretty good. Do you have a dex modifier? Let's see, I can. Don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care. Are you rolling a bunch of dice over there? Maybe. Ooh. Well, 4? Uh-oh. Kit got a 4? Yeah, that's not too good. That's not too good, Kit. Hey, if you roll a d100, I'll show you one of the 100 one-shots in this book. Hee. I said a bee ba boop ba da boop. Ba da ba da ba da boop. Bloop 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 bloop. Ba da ba da ba ba bo. Saren Daystra has a dex mod of +1. At least Saren is life domain cleric, so that's good for her. Yep. Sometimes it's not good going first. Sometimes it's not great having plus, you know, being over 20. We got a 43? Nice. Alright, I'm gonna finish this day up and we'll take a look at that. Oh, no. Any other milk? There we go. 43, so close to 42. Hey, Timbo the Human, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. I feel it so much. Thank you. I need to change that. That's bothering me. That is. Firebot, why equals okay. Stream stickers, Giphy. Oh, Streamlabs alerts, that's why. That should do it. Hey, if you're on Twitch and you don't follow me, or if you're on YouTube and you're not subscribed, if you could follow or subscribe and I want to test out the thing, that would be super helpful. That goes, the stars go behind it, but that's fine. Need inspo on a one-shot I'm running next week for friends that want to try D&D. Been thinking of running Rune Foundry Song of the Estranged. Well. Have I got the thing for you? One-shot wonders from Roll and Play Press. 100 one-shots, all spread out on 1 or 2 pages. Super awesome. A one-shot? What I like to do when I do a one-shot is I try to focus heavily on the 3 pillars. Like specifically, I will do role play, exploration, combat, like in that order, and try and I have a coupon code for it for 10% off that I'll be putting out on Tuesday if you want to keep an eye on that. It's pretty good. The digital version's like $30, the physical version's like $50, but you get a copy of the PDF with it also. It's pretty good. They might even have a sample out somewhere. I bet you there's a sample of like of 1 or 2 of the adventures, because I've run one of them already beforehand, because I got it as a I bet you there's a PDF of it because it was for free RPG day last year. So if you can find it, there'll be a good one in there. But yeah, there's a lot of good one-shot adventures out there. What's the Wild Sheep Chase is good. I really love one of my favorites. Here we go. One of my favorites is in Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel. Oh my god. Tell me why. Is this one right here. Salted Legacy. It's a mystery investigation, so like there's not really gonna be combat unless your players are like super combat heavy. But you have to there's like a night market and you do some contests to gain favor, to like get clues as to like what's going on, because somebody is one of the NPCs is like sabotaging the market for like their own gains. I just noticed there's a little kitty with some fish in the image in his mouth. That's hilarious. But this is a really fun I like this adventure a lot. This is a really good first time player adventure. And what's really cool is this isn't European coded. This is very Asian, Vietnamese coded. So yeah, take with that what you will. All the adventures in this book are by people of color. I highly recommend this book. None of the adventures are in a Eurocentric fantasy world. Each adventure is in its own world, inspired by different cultures from around the world. There's Africa, Mexico, native Mexico, various types of Asia, the Deep South, Africa. There's like lots of cool different adventures in this bad boy. Highly recommend. If you're gonna get like, it's a good adventure anthology. Like, highly recommend it. Okay, I need to finish this game up really quick, and then we'll talk about these adventures. So we got 43, 7, and 1. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom. A boom, 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 boom. A pow, 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 pow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you get it. A pow, 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 pow. Okay. And then I can put the stone in here. Yeah, you get it, you get it. Ba 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 ba. Go to sleep for the night. Ooh, that was good. 20,000 gold in one day. Not too bad. Not too bad. Alright. Browser time. Browser time and the living's easy. Bam. Okay, turn on the music. Desk view. Alright, so we had number 1, right? Like, look at it. Using this book, adventuring levels, what to play, and then the different sections are by, like, environment. So there's, like, the frozen waste, there's on the coast, next to the water, desert, woods and forests, up in the hills and mountains, underground. There's ones in cities and towns, and then there's a whole section of ones that are like level 9 plus. So like that's super cool too. So we said number 1 is page 10. The cat's mother. Yeah, no, it's super cool. It's great. So it's got, and like the cool thing is it's essentially, this is kind of how I lay out my session plans anyways. I use the 8 steps of session prep from Sly Flourish, and this is essentially 7 of them. It just doesn't have the character step. But it's got like how to start the adventure, important NPCs, the story, quick stats. As poachers close in on an expectant saber-toothed tiger mother, a passionate conservationist will do everything in his power to protect the animal and her unborn cubs. That includes hiring the party to travel with him to the frozen tundra and keep watch during the birth. That's adorable! Yeah. So, holy bleep, I definitely need to get that and fix my tablet so I can use it to DM with. Johnny says, okay, I need this book. Yeah, dang right you do. But yeah, and then it's got like suggested story beats, key locations with like 3 bits of information for each location, secrets and clues, rewards, tells you what kind of adventure it is and how to make it more difficult. And then what's really cool on the bottom, okay, how do I show this? It's harder to show. And it's upside down, I know. But there is it shows you the like scenes on how to progress through the story. Right? So it says, meet Ahonen and Belle. So you meet the NPCs, travel to the lake. There's a polar bear encounter. You find the mother, you fight the poachers, and then you camp until dawn and the babies are born. Like, how cool is that? Like, that's such a fun adventure, especially if you, you know who would love this? This could be a cool kids adventure. Maybe some, a group of all ladies would love, I mean, anybody would like this adventure. Come on, that's me being sexist. Anybody would love this adventure. And there's different people. We got a halfling male, a female elf, and a female kobold. Oh. Right, okay, number 7 was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Flying Thief, page 17. And then there's even these like small short ones that are like super short, like a third of a page you see, and these are specifically made for you to plan out yourself. Flying Thief, Adventurous, Acquisition, Icy Road, and then they have different like qualifiers as well. When a fellow traveler is attacked by a griffin and loses some very important paperwork, the party are charged with tracking the creature and recovering the documents. The trip to the griffin's nest won't be easy, however, as there is more than one threat lurking nearby. Cool. And it's a level 3 or 4 adventure. And then it tells you how to make it easier or harder, which is super cool. What was the other one? 43. Yes. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43! Is Constellation Prize. Mysterious Investigation, Sand Dunes. A group of astronomers recently witnessed something fall from the heavens and land in the desert. And require an escort to the site of impact. At the crater, things become strange. The ground has been warped and a bizarre alien creature lies in the center. Important character is a Nothic. Ooh, cool. Key location, impact site. The sand here has been superheated. Small bushes and grasses burn with bright purple flames. What is the creature? Where did they come from? Are they a friend or a foe? So that's pretty cool. Oh my god, no, I'm obsessed with space at the moment. Freaky. Yeah, so it's pretty sweet, I'd say. Pretty sweet. There's one in here that I really want to adapt to a Spelljammer campaign and like use it as the first session. Where is it? Is it that one? It is. Down at the docks, I really want to run this one. This one looks so cute. Poor Daphne risks dismissal by an angry boss with no sense of humor unless the party can help her. So essentially, she's got some chores on the ship and she needs some help doing them or she gets fired. So I think that would be a super fun way because you can easily explain it as space instead of water. Like, you know, just using your imagination. But I think it's super funny because they gotta load supplies onto the ship. But then things happen as she does it. So when they're doing one of the chores, they get attacked by giant rats. They get attacked by gray oozes. And a couple other things. And so like because of her being clumsy, they end up like finding all the dangerous things on the ship and like finding lost items that people were looking for. So she inadvertently actually helps everybody. It's super fun, and I think a great way to if you changed Daphne with an NPC that you want your characters to love and like kind of be like their main friend, not necessarily like the quest giver, but just like another NPC they can go to, they are gonna love this person because they gotta help them. I love it so much. And then there's like, and then in the back too, I was showing people earlier, but there's how to run combat, complications for combat, just like all bunch of information on like running the game, as well is in here too. Traps and hazards. What did I see? We were talking about shriekers earlier, right? I saw something about a shrieker. The Shrieker Garden, 87. See, look at that. Into the woods. How cool is this? The Shrieker Garden. Lead your party down the garden path in this perilous plant delivery. The journey comes with some twists, turns, and thorny puzzles that will require the group to pay close attention to the curious magical environment they venture into. That sounds so cool. Where are we at? What time are we at? Okay. How cool is that? That's a level 5 adventure? A shambling mound and 2 awakened shrubs? Whoa. That's pretty cool. And then, I gotta show you all this too. Right? They also have the map library, which is it's a map for every one of these adventures. Right? So it's $55 for digital, $80 for the physical version. And it comes with all these maps. How cool is that? Like, look at these maps. You don't need more do you need more maps than this? You know what I'm saying? Wait, hold on. It's 100 maps, and it's $80. It's $8.99 standard delivery. So for less than $100, you're getting 100 maps. Damn. Wow. That's crazy. Like, that's wild, y'all. I don't know about you. That's crazy. Ooh, Best Accessory 2025 UK Game Expo Award nominee. That's pretty good. Good for them. Whew. Alright, y'all. It is starting to get to that time. Let me see. I'm gonna end it here soon. Thank you all for stopping by and hanging out. This has been a really fun stream today. I really appreciate y'all. Who's streaming right now? Oh, Sam is streaming right now? Ooh, we might raid into Sam. Yeah. Let's do that. Dun, 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 dun. Cool. Good times. Thank you all for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. Johnny Fireheart, Honey Mocha, Hummus 5 Eva. Have you seen, oh my god, have you seen Girls 5 Eva, the TV show? Is that what you named it after? Because that's hilarious. Timbo the Human, you're a giant dinosaur, that's amazing. Sam, Saharan, Streamlabs Bot, Kit, Dinner and a Game. Thank you all so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. Thank you for subbing. Thank you for following. Thank you for liking. Thank you for all of it. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for waking up Dadbot. I know he's angry, but you know, what can you do about it? Please go check out my Ko-Fi page, ko-fi.com/craigofInspiration/shop. You can get all these things downloadable for free. And, you know, don't forget to toss a coin to your Witcher. I love Girls 5 Eva, but I actually had the name first. Nice. But yeah, I also got what else do we got going on? If you yeah, dude, the random table generator, my random generators, like if you use a computer while you DM, bookmark this website, perchance.org/craigofInspiration. Random NPCs, warm-up questions, random trinkets, random names for a bunch of stuff. So I highly recommend if you have the chance to bookmark this website, like for sure. Yeah. I got t-shirts and hats and hoodies. Like, oh, there's the Humble Bundle thing going on. So yeah. Thank you all for stopping by and hanging out. I really appreciate you all. Let's, yeah, like I said, we're gonna raid into Sam, who I know is lurking right now. They just started.
And on Twitch, I was like, hey, Casey, who's my co-producer, do you wanna, you know, play D&D on my stream?
Bum 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 bum. Oh, RP Jesters? Oh yeah, definitely. Let's do this. Awesome. Well, like I said, thank you all for stopping by, hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. I couldn't do this without you. Make sure you're following on Discord. Make sure I'm on Coffee. I'm on Patreon. I'm on Threads. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm on TikTok. I'm all over the place. I got a blog that you subscribe to. There's so many different ways you can interact and share and help and support. Please go out, play some D&D. I'm going to tomorrow. It's going to be great. And good luck on your next session. I believe in you. See you in the future. Come on.
Like the other groups, Glass Cannon, and you know, all those shows.